not that heat that when you come outside 100 degrees. Nah, not that desert heat neither. But you know you got down here in Arkansas, you know it get hot. But also when you go in the desert, it's a different kind of heat too. Nah, that's the heat that's gonna hit America, man. That heat right there, man. The Most High, YAHAWASHI, gonna leave you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans in that hot burning oven, man. He gonna leave you in it. Okay? So go ahead.
This is 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 13. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth.
Yeah, that's what we looking for, man. That's what we asking today for. New heavens and new earth, man. The kingdom of heaven is going to be on earth, man. Okay? That fire going to be a cleansing agent, man. Okay? And the kingdom of heaven is going to be on earth, contrary to popular beliefs, man. And we're going to rule the earth forever, man. Niggas, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Esau going to lose his power, man. Okay? Go ahead.
Wherein dwelleth righteousness.
Yeah, why? Because it's going to be set up by YAHAWASHI, and the children of Israel are going to be ruling, man. Okay? So that's that. Now, we're going to jump to Genesis, right? The 18th chapter, right? And what we get, start there. Now, this Genesis, the 18th chapter, right? We're going to start at 20. Go ahead, bro.
This is Genesis chapter 18, verse 20. And Yahawah said, because the cry of Sodom and Gomorrah is great, and because their sin is very grievous.
Yeah, their sin is very grievous, man. And who was in that land at that time? Them Hamites, man. There was Hamites that was in that land. Them Canaanites, man. Okay? They was in the land of Sodom, man. Mainly them Canaanites, man. Okay? Go ahead.
I will go down now and see whether they have done altogether according to the cry of it.
Right.
Which has come unto me.
So, just like you had back then, you had cries back then about Sodom and Gomorrah and all that wickedness that they was doing, man. Just like you got cries right now in the spirit of power, YAHAWASHI. The elect is crying about all the wickedness, the Sodomite spirit that's in America, man. Same way. Go ahead.
And if not, I will know. And the men turned their faces from thence and went toward Sodom, but Abraham stood yet before the Lord, before Yahawah.
Right, go ahead.
And Abraham drew near and said, wilt thou also destroy the righteous with the wicked?
Right. Go ahead.
Peradventure there be 50 righteous within the city.
Yeah, go ahead.
Wilt thou also destroy and not spare the place for the 50 righteous that are therein?
Right, go ahead.
That be far from thee to do after this manner.
Right, go ahead.
To slay the righteous with the wicked, and that the righteous shall be as the wicked, that be far from thee.
Yeah.
That be far from thee.
So basically, well, I'm just speeding you up, you know, but your brother don't read it. Abraham was concerned about Lot, but he did ask about them Sodomites, because he tells you in the Apocrypha, the 7th chapter, the 2nd Ezra. Okay? He asked about them Sodomites, but his main concern was about Lot, man. Okay? Go ahead.
Shall not the judge of all the earth do right? And Yahawah said, if I find in Sodom 50 righteous within the city, then I will spare all the place for their sakes.
Yes, go ahead.
And Abraham answered and said, behold, now I have taken upon me to speak unto the Lord, which I am but dust and ashes. Peradventure there shall lack 5 of the 50 righteous. Wilt thou destroy all the city for lack of 5? And he said, if I find there 40 and 5, I will not destroy it.
Right, go ahead.
And he spake unto him yet again, and said, Peradventure there shall be 40 found there. And he said, I will not do it for 40's sake.
Right.
And he said unto him, Oh, let not the Lord be angry, and I will speak. Peradventure there shall 30 be found there.
Right, go ahead.
And he said, I will not do it if I find 30 there.
Right.
And he said, Behold, now I have taken upon me to speak unto the Lord. Peradventure there shall be 20 found there.
Right.
And he said, I will not destroy it for 20's sake.
Yeah. So Abraham is asking him questions, man. That's what he's doing. He asked him questions. But when they boiled down to it, he was concerned about Lot. Go ahead.
And he said, Oh, let not the Lord be angry, and I will speak yet but this once. Peradventure 10 shall be found there.
Right.
And he said, I will not destroy it for 10's sake.
Yeah.
And the Lord and Yahawah went his way as soon as he had left, communing with Abraham, and Abraham returned unto his place.
Right.
This is Genesis chapter 19. And there came 2 angels to Sodom at even. And Lot sat in the gate of Sodom.
Yeah, it was 2 angels there. Right there with Lot, right? Go ahead.
Lot, seeing them, arose to meet them, and he bowed himself with the face towards the ground. And he said, Behold now, my lords, turn in, I pray you, into your servant's house, and tarry all night, and wash your feet, and ye shall rise up early, and go on your ways. And they said, Nay, but we will abide in the streets all night. And he pressed upon them greatly, and they turned into him, and entered into his house, and he made them a feast, and did break unleavened bread, and they did eat.
Yeah, because in the ancient world, once a man entered into your house, you was in his care, man. He had to take care of you. So couldn't nothing happen to you while you was in his house, man. In the ancient world, that's how they would do. You would be up under that man's protection. Okay? Go ahead.
But before they lay down, the men of the city, even the men of Sodom, compassed the house around.
See, the men, okay? The men of Sodom. So they seen them angels go in the Lot house, man. They seen them angels with Lot, man. Okay? Go ahead, bro.
Both old and young.
Both old and young. These Sodomites. Manakaisers, meaning broken hands. Okay? Go ahead.
All the people from every quarter. And they called unto Lot, and said unto him, Where are the men which came into thee this night? Bring them out unto us, that we may know them.
So, in order for you to know a man, you gotta lay down with him. Same way in order for you to know a woman, you gotta lay down with him. So them Sodomites was trying to mess with the angels, man. That's the same way America is, man. Full of sodomy, man. This place is disgusting, man. Okay? And who ruling? So-called white people. Okay? Edomites. This place is disgusting, man. Back then, that was them Hamites, man. Okay, go ahead.
And Lot went out at the door unto them, and shut the door after him.
Right.
And said, I pray you, brethren, do not so wickedly.
Do not so wickedly, man. Because that's wicked. You was talking to them Hamites, man. Go ahead.
Behold now, I have 2 daughters which have not known men.
Yeah, he was ready to give him his daughters. He was ready to give him his daughters, man. Okay? To them Sodomites. Go ahead.
Let me, I pray you, bring them out unto you, and do ye to them as is good in your eyes.
Right, go ahead.
Only unto these men do nothing.
That was ready for the men, man. Sodomites, man. Just like America, man. Crazy, man. Just like Atlanta, Georgia, man. Crazy. Go ahead. Just like Miami, crazy. Okay? Go ahead.
For therefore came they under the shadow of my roof. And they said, stand back. And they said again, this one followed, came into sojourn, and he went near be a judge. Now will we deal worse with thee than with them? And they pressed sore upon the man, even Lot, and came near to break the door.
Yeah, so them sodomites was trying to get in, man. To get to the men, man. Them angels. Ridiculous, man. That's the way, that's that lust, man. That's that abominable spirit, man. And that's the way it's in America, man.
God bless you.
That's the way it is in America. That's why the Most High gonna destroy this place, man. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 10, but the men put forth their hand and pulled Lot into the house to them,
Right.
and shut the door. And they smote the men that were at the door of the house with blindness, both small and great.
So you had young men there and old men. Go ahead.
So that they wearied themselves to find the door.
Yeah, so they couldn't find the door handle, man, to open the door, man. They was trying to get up in there, man. Them sodomites, man. That's the demonic drive that these sodomites got on them, man. They were trying to have sex with the angels, man. Nasty sodomites, man, but hey, that's the vibration of America, man. That's why the Most High got to get rid of this place, man. You know, go ahead.
Verse 12, and the men said unto Lot, hast thou here any besides, son-in-law, and thy sons, and thy daughters, and whatsoever thou hast in the city, bring them out of this place.
Go ahead.
For we will destroy this place, because the cry of them is waxing great before the face of Yahawah, and Yahawah has sent us to destroy it.
So, the same way the Most High was sent, them angels were sent to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah, hey, that's the same way the Most High gonna send the Son back to destroy America, man. Same way, man. Go ahead.
Verse 12, verse 14. And Lot went out and spake unto his son-in-law, which married his daughters, and said, up, get you out of this place, for Yahawah will destroy this city. But he seemed as one that mocked unto his sons-in-law.
Yeah, so they mocking, right? Go ahead.
And when the morning arose, then the angels hasted Lot, saying, arise, take thy wife and thy 2 daughters which are here, lest thou be consumed in the iniquity of the city.
Right.
And while he lingered, the men laid hold upon his hand and upon the hands of his wife and upon the hand of his 2 daughters. Yahawah began merciful unto him, and they brought him forth and set him without the city.
Right.
And it came to pass, when they had brought them forth abroad, that he said, escape for thy life, look not behind thee, neither stay thou in all the plain, escape to the mountains, lest thou be consumed.
Right. Go ahead.
And Lot said unto them, oh, not so, my Lord. Behold, now thy servant has found grace in thy sight, and thou hast magnified thy mercy,
right,
which thou hast showed unto me in saving my life.
Right, go ahead.
And I cannot escape to the mountains, lest some evil take me and I die.
Go ahead.
Behold, now this city is near to flee unto, and it is a little one. Oh, let me escape thither Is it not a little one?
All right, go ahead.
And my soul shall live. And he said unto him, see, I have escaped thee concerning these things also, that I will not overthrow this city for the which thou hast spoken.
Yeah, so Lot had to get out of there. Okay, go ahead.
Haste thee, escape thither, for I cannot do anything till thou be come thither. Therefore the name of the city was called Zorah.
Yeah, Zoar.
Zorah.
Yep, go ahead.
Then Yahawah rained upon Sodom and upon Gomorrah brimstone and fire.
No, jump to verse 23. Skip the verse.
Oh, sorry. This is Genesis chapter 19, verse 23. The sun was risen upon the earth when Lot entered into Zorah. Then Yahawah rained upon Sodom and upon Gomorrah brimstone and fire from Yahawah out of heaven.
In other words, that was nuclear fire, man. Okay? In other words, man, that was nuclear fire, man, coming from the heavens, man. So the Most High got rid of Sodom and Gomorrah, man, with fire and brimstone, man. Burned it. Okay? Same way he gonna do America. Go ahead.
Verse 25. And he overthrew those cities and all the plain and all the inhabitants of the city and that which grew upon the ground.
Yeah, everything. Laid it all flat. Became a desert. Just like America gonna become a desert. Go ahead.
But his wife looked back from behind him, and she became a pearl of salt.
Yeah, she looked back. Now let's look up that word look, man. Look back. Let's deal with that word, man. Because people just think, oh, she just looked back. Now we finna find out what that really means, man. Okay? She desired to stay in Sodom and Gomorrah, man. All right, somebody hold me Songs of Solomon, Wisdom of Solomon, 10 and 7. Hold me Wisdom of Solomon, 10 and 7. Yeah, she desired to stay in Sodom and Gomorrah, man. And that's 2/3 of the Negro Latinos in there America. They desire to stay here, man. That's why they're not hastening the day for it to be burnt.
Okay, this is Psalm 10 and 7.
See, it says, the Hebrew word is the bat, right? And it says Strong's Hebrew 50:27, the bat, right? And it says to look, regard, to look, regard, to show regard, to pay attention, to consider. Okay? It says to look upon, regard, to show regard. So she really wanted to go back to Sodom and Gomorrah. Okay? She really wanted to stay there, man. She didn't want to leave Sodom and Gomorrah because there was rich in Sodom and Gomorrah, they was upholding women, and there was you know, same shit they were doing here, but they was upholding women, feeding into their desires, and she regarded it, and she didn't want Sodom and Gomorrah to be destroyed. So she looked back, okay, when you look up that word. So when she looked back, the Most High took that into account and said, okay, this is what's going to happen. Go ahead.
Verse 27. And Abraham got up early in the morning to the place where he stood before Yahawah.
Right.
And he looked toward Sodom and Gomorrah and toward all the land of the plain and beheld, and lo, the smoke of the country went up as the smoke of a furnace.
Right. Smoke of a furnace, man. Like a hot burning oven, man. That's the same way America gonna be and other landmass gonna be. Okay? In the world, man. The Most High gonna leave you, 2/3 of you Negro Latinos in there America, in a hot burning oven, man. Okay? He gonna leave you there, man. Okay? But read 26 again.
This is Genesis chapter 19, verse 26. But his wife looked back from behind him, and she became a pillar of salt. Pillar of salt.
Right. So she became a pillar of salt. Read what you got in Wisdom of Solomon 10 and 7.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 10, verse 7. Of whose wickedness, even to this day, the wasteland that smoketh is a testimony.
It's a testimony. What land is that? Sodom and Gomorrah. Go ahead.
And plants bearing fruit that never come to ripeness.
Go ahead.
And a standing pillar of salt.
Who is that standing pillar of salt? What? Life's wife. Because she considered Sodom and Gomorrah. She wanted to go back to it. Okay? She didn't really want to leave Sodom and Gomorrah. So she became a pillar of salt. Okay? Go ahead.
Is a monument of an unbelieving soul.
Of an unbelieving soul. So an unbelieving soul is going to be left in America, man. Okay? They're going to be burnt just like Lot's wife. Okay? Read that again.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 10, verse 7. Of whose wickedness, even to this day, the wasteland that smoketh is a testimony.
Right.
And plants bearing fruit that never come to ripeness.
Go ahead.
And a standing pillar of salt is a monument of an unbelieving soul.
Yeah, it's a memorial for an unbelieving soul, man. That was Lot's wife, man. Okay? So read that 23rd verse again. Oh yeah, 26 like it.
This is Genesis chapter 19, verse 26. But his wife looked back from behind him, and she became a pillar of salt.
There you go, right there. Because she considered it, man. She regarded Sodom and Gomorrah, man. Right? Because she wanted to go back, man. So when it tells you she looked back, she was considering Sodom and Gomorrah, man. She was regarding it, man. She really wanted to go back. She didn't want to leave it, man. Okay? And she was an unbelieving soul, man. So the Most High got rid of her, man. Just like he gonna get rid of 2/3 of you Negro Latinos and Native Americans, man. Okay? That's not hastening the day for America to be destroyed, man. He gonna get rid of you, man, because you're unbelieving souls, man. Okay, go ahead.
And Abraham got up early in the morning to the place where he stood before Yahawah. And he looked toward Sodom and Gomorrah and toward all the land of the plain, and beheld, and lo, the smoke of the country went up as the smoke of a furnace.
Right. Smoke of a furnace, man. Read that again out. He beheld it. Okay. Good. Right. Read that again.
This is Genesis chapter 19, verse 28. And he looked toward Sodom and Gomorrah and toward all the land of the plain, and beheld, and lo, the smoke of the country went up as the smoke of a furnace.
Yeah. So that's what it is, man. That's the way America's gonna be. You're gonna be a smoke. It's gonna be like the smoke of a furnace, man. The Most High gonna leave y'all in that hot, burning oven, man. Okay? You gonna die here, man. Okay? And we gonna go to 2 Peter's 2 and 5. 2 Peter's 2 and 5.
This is 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 5. And spare not the old world, but save Noah, the 8th person, a preacher of righteousness.
So Noah was a preacher of righteousness. What was he preaching? The word. And what was happening in the old world? They was doing nothing but wickedness. That's why they was hit with a flood, man. And it was flooded. Why? Because it came, man. He tell you that in Songs of Solomon. Okay? I mean, Wisdom of Solomon. They tell you that. The earth was flooded because of Cain. But Noah was a preacher of righteousness. And what was he using? The word. Same thing we doing today. The word, man. Telling you about all the wickedness of America and what's coming to this place for its wickedness, man. And what it's doing to the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans, and how Esau gonna be judged for the wickedness, for him ruling this earth the way it's being ruled, man. Okay, go ahead.
bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly.
Yeah, go ahead.
And the turning the city of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemned them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly.
Yeah. So Sodom and Gomorrah was an example. And what is Esau doing in that today? Pushing that homosexuality, man. Hard and heavy, man. All on the television, all on the cartoon shows, all in the movies, man. He pushing it hard, man. He pushing it hard, man. And who control that? The elites, man. The Edomites, man. Okay? The Edomites are the Edomites control that, man. Okay? The fake Jews control that, man. Everything, man. And they pushing that vibration of homosexuality. So what's the end game for America? Destruction, man. Because it's shown in the scriptures not to live that way, man. Okay? It was a testimony, okay, not to live that way. And what's gonna happen to the ungodly? They're gonna be burnt, man. Just like Lot's wife was put to death, the same way these 2/3 gonna be put to death, because their heart is hardened and they don't believe in the word of the Heavenly Father and His Son, and they lean on their own counsel. They're not hastening the day, and they love this place. Therefore, they gotta go out with a big bang, same way Esau gotta go out with a big bang. So with that, I'd like to give all praises to Yahawah, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash, and double honors to the elders, apostles, GMS, who rule well. Salute you brothers pushing this word in truth and sincerity, strength and power, Yahweh Shem Yahawashi. So with that, death to 2/3.
Death to 2/3.
And Mawafla Babylon.
Mawafla Babylon.
Mawafla Babylon.
Mawafla Babylon.
And search the scriptures. Shalom and stay strong.